Okay, hi everybody. Thank you. Welcome back. And working on section E. When I did the live earlier, I couldn't find it, but it was kind of silly because I had it together all along. But then I put it together and I started working on it and I made a little mistake. So I don't like making mistake on when I do the tutorials. So I'm gonna redo this section from the beginning. All right, so I'm gonna cut some pieces. First thing I'm gonna do is cut my E2. I already have my E1. So this is my E1 already cut and all the other parts are cut. I'm going to take my 11 by 8.5 sheet and cut it at 5 inches down. Okay. And I'm going to take that and I turned it around so that the 11 inches is on the top line, and I'm going to start scoring at 6 inches. I'm going to score once every half inch. So it's 6 inches, at 6.5, at 7, 7.5, 8, and 8.5. So I made 6 score lines. Okay, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8.5. I have 6 score lines. Okay, now I want to take a piece and cut. I'm going to use this because I don't think I need this one. Hold on. Just going to take a remnant that I don't need. And I need it cut 6 by 5. So this is already 6 inches. I'm going to cut 5. So this is 6 by 5. And this is E3. And I'm going to add it to E2. And I'm going to add it right where the last score line ends, and I have a shorter area here because I want to have 6 inches from each side. I'm going to go ahead and add it right over here. Let me take a tape and do it with a tape. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to wrap it around the borders like that and add one in the middle for good measures. Okay. Take the back of the tape out. Okay, I'm going to use my grid lines so that I'm going to make sure that I'm putting it nice and straight. I should go over here like that. So everything is straight. Now I have 6 by 5 and 6 by 5 on both sides of my score lines. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just fold my score lines both ways. And I just want to be able, when I want them to be able to have good movement. So folding it forward first and then backward, same score line. So each score line, I'm folding it forward and backwards. Okay. And the same thing with this. Okay. Don't do it too strong because you don't want to rip the paper. You just want to break the fibers a little bit so that it'll have nice movement there. Okay. It's not going to be stiff. Okay, so now we have this movement right there. Okay, now I'm going to take, I want to do a band. I think this is good enough. Let's take and cut this 5 inches. No, sorry. I want to cut this not at 5 inches. I want to cut it at 6 inches. 6. Okay. And I'm going to leave it at the same place and score 1/2 inch on each side. So 1/2 inch here and 1/2 inch here. So this is 3.5 by 6. I think 3.5 is what I need. I'm going to fold it both ways. Okay. Let's see. Trying to figure out if I want this where I have the again. I'll figure it out in a minute. Yeah, I think this is good. Right there. Okay, except this is a little too wide, I think. I'm missing a little bit of room here. Okay. I'm going to just make this a little bit narrower because I want the movement to be easier. Like I mentioned it earlier, that sometimes even if you have the exact measurements and looks like everything is right, sometimes because of the folds and the in different width of papers, you might it might take away from the width a little bit, so you end up with a piece that's not wide enough, not, you know, or narrow enough or long enough. So always measure it before to make sure that it is what you want. And now it fits perfectly. See, I wanted to be able to wrap it around so that this will move really in there. Okay, and now it does. Okay, so actually I'm going to put this on this side, I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, so got it. Pick the side that you made it narrow over here, that you measured, and wrap it over here like that. Wrap it over it so that those two wings are towards you. Okay. And then we're going to close it like that. Okay, I'm going to put it on the bottom, not on the top. Okay, I'm going to put it on the bottom here. Put some glue. I'm going to glue it to the bottom. Okay. Awesome. Now I have this piece coming in. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm going to attach something little to this here. And I don't know what I'm going to attach to it, but I might do a little string or something, or a tab. I don't know. But for now, it's good enough. Okay. Next, I'm going to cut 5 pieces. The 5 pieces at 6 by 4. So I took some remnants from what I cut earlier, and I'm just going to cut that at 6 by 4. I have 1. That's 2. Four. And last one. All right. I'm going to ink the edges. Make it look a little bit more distressed. That was a little painful. I haven't made this picture in so long. So, okay. Hopefully I'm doing it right. If not, I'll tape it again. I'm going to start at the bottom this time. Well, I'm saying this time because last time I started at the top and it ended up being a fiasco. So, okay, I'm going to start here and I'm going to start putting them over those hinges, one after the next, right where the line is, like that, a little bit under the line, not on top of it, a little bit under the line, like that. Okay, so number one, and it comes out about 1/2 inch on each side. Okay. Two. Three goes over here. 4. Okay, and 5. So now I have a waterfall that I placed over the hinges that are attached to this fold, that if I pull it down like that, where is it? Over there. See what happens? It opens up. Okay, the only thing is that now it is a little too long. So I'm going to cut it shorter. I need it at 6 inches. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It needs to be over here. Yeah, my measurement were a little off, but it's okay. Because I'm just going to cut this off over here at 6 inches. Right where the line is. All right. Okay. The only thing I don't quite get with this whole thing that I've never done before. Okay. So how do I glue it? I think I'm gonna glue just this little piece, which is kind of odd. Okay. Okie dokie. So I cut those pieces, E5, they're 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. And I have 3 identical patterns, and then I have 2 greens. So I'm going to alternate. I'm going to put one pattern, then green, then pattern, then green. So one pattern, then green on the second one. Then pattern. Just making sure that my patterns are all facing the same way. Okay. Then the green. And then I'm doing this pattern again. Okay. Take my base page. Okay, and I have the 2 hinges, on one on top and one on the bottom. And I'm going to have my waterfall going sideways. So this way. I'm going to glue this here. Put it on the right side like that. Okay. And that's how it opens. No, you know what? I don't want it this way. I have to do it the other way. It's not good that it's doing it this way. I'm sorry. No, you know what? I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to attach the hinges differently. Yeah, I was just thinking this is a little bit of a mistake to do it this way. I have to do it up and bottom because this is where it's attaching to the book. So it needs a little bit more room to fold. And I don't know if it'll have enough room this way. So I thought it would be cool to do it this way, but it's not cool. It's not good. So let me just cut it out. And I'm just going to create new hinges. And to create a hinge, if I need it to be at 6 inches, I'm just going to do 6 inches time 1, 6 by 1. One and 2. Okay. And I'm going to score it in the middle. And create that. And now I'm going to attach it to the top parts. Okay. The top and the bottom. If I didn't do the other part that goes over it, I would probably just leave it at 6 by 6 and do the hinges on the opposite page. But I already assembled the other pages. So this one has to be with hinges. Okay, here we go. I got my hinges back, and now they're at the top and on the bottom. Awesome. All right, so now I just want to do a tab. And I'm going to do something here for my tab. And maybe put some pattern over here. So I need some pattern here and here and here because it has to look good. You know, I can't just have it look like that. So I might do this here. I don't know. This is before. I don't know. Let me see what I have left over. I have this. This will look good here and here. I have this. This will go perfect over here. I have some of this too. That can look cool. I have this, so we can do this one on both sides. Yeah? How about that? Or I can take this. This matches this. No, this is for the spine. Oh, I have this piece right there. Okay, let's cut this one in two. Okay, now that I finished doing what I need to do here. And I need to take half inch. So it's going to be 5. And here, take half inch. So this is 5 by 3/8, I would say. And already I am missing something. Here it is. Okay, so this have to be also 5. So this is 5 by 2 3/4. We're gonna do this one. 5 3/4 by 3 1/4. This will go here. This will go here. Here. Like that. Like that. Okay, The only thing is I did not leave any borders here. So maybe we should, let's trim all these by, I'll take 1/8 of an inch out. So instead of 5, it'll be 5 7/8. And this one needs to come down to 2.5. And now it's not all the way to the edges. It still have a little border and it looks better. Okay, and I think that's all I need. Okay, let's go ahead and ink those pieces. A little piece came out of here, but it's okay. I can live without it. Okay, and this. Okay. Okay, I'm going to put the piece that is missing, or like over here on top, because I'm going to put an embellishment there to cover it up. I have a little heart, we'll put it right there. Okay. This section is giving me a hard time today. Putting under a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to put an eyelet right there. Because I want something to stick out there so that it will be easy for me to pull it out, but I don't want it to stick out too much. So let me mark my halfway point here. It is right about there. Okay. I'll put a little string. Let me put another color. I already have two things that are green. To take some cream color maybe? Yeah. I'll take some cream. Okay. All right, so putting it back is going to be a bit of a challenge because of the eyelet. Yeah, the eyelet is getting stuck there a little bit. Yeah, maybe it's not a good idea because it's getting stuck. All right, let's take the eyelet out. I'm going to do it without the eyelet. And the same thing, just no eyelet. I don't know what I'm trying to do with my fingernails. I don't have no fingernails. Okay. Okay, so I'm doing the same thing, just no eyelet. Let's see now. Much better. All right. Okay, so no eyelet. Whew. Just such a simple thing, and yet it gave me so much trouble. All right, let's put this aside. And we're moving on to the last section. And this is the last one. Okay. So last section is section H. I have a 6x6 for the base. And I have H2 that is going to be a right flap. And the right flap is 6 5/8 by 6. And put it on this side. Okay. And that's my right flap. Okay. So I have this thing. Remember that we cut this in a diagonal, and I kind of used the other side in the beginning of the page. So we're going to use this one here at the end. Okay. And I cut this little piece as a pocket, and I took a regular pocket cut size, and then I just put this over here and cut it to match the line. So I just traced it and cut it. Okay. So I don't know if you want me to show you how I did it, but maybe I should show you how I did it just in case. Okay. All right. So I started with a pocket, and I needed pocket to be 2.5. Okay. Let's take a piece of remnant. Okay. Okay, so pocket. I have 3.25 by 7. I have the measurement. It's 3.25 by 7. So you cut 3.25 by 7. And you're going to score it. Well, you can score it here, but you don't really need the score line here because you're going to cut it. So score once on the 3.25 side. Okay. And once on the 7 side. So only 2 score lines like that. Then we're going to cut at the corner, and we're going to fold it. Okay, so now you have a pocket only with 2 lines. Okay. Take this and put it on the right side where the pocket is. Now it's going to start at the line at about 1/8 of an inch here. Just about 1/8 of an inch here. And it will go all the way down, because this is almost 6 inches, but just about all the way down. Okay. Something like that is good. Bring it all the way down here, and over here leave about 1/8 of an inch. Now take your pencil. If I can find my pencil, that would be awesome. But you know what? I'm going to use a pen because I already have my piece cut out, so it doesn't really matter. But you take a pencil. And I'm going to trace it at the line where the curve is. Okay. And I'm going to push it all the way down like that. And we're going to cut at the line. And if you want over here, you can leave it there if you want. But it's really not necessary, to be honest. You can cut this whole thing out. And then you ink it on all sides. And that's your pocket. You're going to put it right there on the right side all the way to the edges. Right there. Okay. Now we're going to take this and we're going to put it over like that. Here we go. And remember our cards. You can put the cards right there. Like this or like that. It's a really good spot for them. Okay, so this was only our flap. Now I have these 2 pages to take care of. And here I'm going to have 2 identical pockets. They are 3 1/4 by 7. It's 3 1/4 by 7, and they're scored twice on the 7-inch side and once on the 3/4 side. And they're both identical. Okay. And then I have 2 solid color cardstock. And the solid colors and again I'm missing a piece. I just keep missing pieces left and right here. I'm supposed to have something else here because this remnant was just not long enough, so I made it shorter. And I have something else to fit into it. Ah, here it is. I found it. So it was a little too short of 5 3/4. So I just added another 1/2 inch here, and I'm gonna add some kind of decorative embellishment there to cover that, or to blend it in. Okay. I'm gonna actually start with a little piece and put it on the top right corner right there. I'm going to add this to it. So in my cut list, you're going to have this as one piece. Okay, I'm not going to put, you know, 5 1/4 and another half. I'm going to put 5 3/4. Okay. And if you don't have enough left over, you can just do what I did and patch it up and just like do patchwork. Because this was like the last page, so I was really just using leftovers from what I had. You see, even the height doesn't match, but it's okay because I am putting a pocket here anyway. It's fine. Okay. Okay. So I have those 2 pockets, and I am going to just ink the edges a little. Okay, so I want to do something because it's still not 100% like I want it. I can take this green. I can take this brown. Maybe this here. Okay. Let's cut this at 5 3/4. I'm going to put it over here just to make it straighter. I don't like how it came out. Okay. Okay. Put this over here. Okay. Now the pocket. Now it'll match. Okay. And that's why I don't throw these little pieces away. Oh, you know what? This is a little too wide to here. Okay. Okay, so these are 3 and what am I looking at? No, I didn't even write it down yet. This is 2.5 by 5 3/4. Okay. And over here we can put something like that. I have plenty, so it'll match the green here. Do 2 of them. Okay. Okay. And it'll hide the seam. And we're going to do exactly the same thing on the other side, so it'll be symmetrical. Okay, here we go. And that's it. That's our last page. And over here, I'm just going to put an embellishment there. can do this one. I mean, we have those circles, but I don't know if we want to do, can do a couple of embellishment. Or we can do this. No, this doesn't fit. This will go nicely. The cup and a plate. Two of them. Okay. Okay, we'll put the plate here. And the cup here. Okay. All right, let's put them together. I'm going to attach section G and H together on the back. Just have to make sure that I'm putting in the right side. Okay, just going to put the clips for a few minutes, let it dry. With bigger clips. Okay. Let's see the rest of the sections. We have these two and these two. Maybe we will split up those two. We'll rearrange because I have the bows on both here, these sections. So I'm going to do this one with this here and this with this. Okay. Let's just open it to make sure that I'm putting in the right side. So this is the bottom and this is the bottom, like that. Okay. I'm going to clip it until it dries a few minutes. Okay, this is finished, you guys. When I come back, we're going to do the cover. Yay! How awesome is that? And this album came together, believe it or not, in one day. So I still have a couple of hours to do the cover, but it is pretty much finished. Yes, I know, Charlotte. I know you're tired. I know. So I think somebody wants to go to bed. Do you want to go to bed? Oh, she's such a cute little puppy. Oh, okay. I don't know if I need it here. Okay. Okay, this is pretty good. Okay, so let's let it dry. I have my 4 pages done, and when I come back, we'll do the cover. Yay! Okay, thank you so much for being here and for joining me again for this tutorial. I really, really appreciate it, and I hope you like it. And if you do, please like and share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial where we do the cover and bring it home. All right, see you later. Bye.